Hi you guys, this is Diana and this is a video that has had a couple of weeks of the making that has just been kind of just going around and around in my head. And I finally kind of took the time to write out a whole bunch of notes and get my thoughts and feelings all in order, and hopefully this video has some type of order, and I hope that you can relate to it. If you feel the same way I feel, if you've had the feelings that I've had. Um, well, based on the title of this video, it is my plus size body mind fucks, and how your mind plays tricks on you and fucks with you, really, and or at least has played mind tricks on me and has fucked with my with how I view my process, with how I view my weight loss so far, type of thing. So I'd like to start off kind of by saying that I am extremely just blessed to have had weight loss surgery, to have had vertical sleeve gastrectomy. It has completely changed my life, and it's only been 6 months. And I say it's changed my life not because something big and exciting and life-changing has happened, like this huge event, but it's just those little things of going through my everyday life and not having to worry about whether or not I fit somewhere, and not having to worry whether or not just how people perceive me or don't perceive me, or just not having to worry about that type of thing. And I've been extremely blessed to have been able to have weight loss surgery, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I mean, I think the only thing I would have changed is that I would have had it sooner. I would have, oh God, I would have loved to have had it done in my 20s. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. I really do believe that. I believe that I had weight loss surgery now because I was finally ready to have it. I was ready to have it. I was ready to go through the changes and make the decisions that were needed in order for me to, one, have weight loss surgery, and two, be successful at it thus far. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I don't have bad days, or that my brain doesn't, you know, self-sabotage type of thing. So sorry, I'm like keep looking down at my notes because I really did write a whole lot just to clear out my brain, clear out my mind before I made the video. So I'm just I just want to let y'all know, like, kind of where different situations on when that negative part of my mind, negative thoughts, I've allowed them to overcome the positives of having weight loss surgery. Yeah, and I keep noticing that I keep looking at the camera and then I don't look at the camera. Okay, it's been a while since I made a video, so I guess I'm kind of retraining myself to look at the camera and not at myself while I'm doing these videos. Anyway, so I think kind of sort of where it all started, where I started having doubts or negativity, or more than anything doubts, I guess, is that a friend of mine, way back in May, after I had weight loss surgery, asked me about weight loss surgery, and I told her how and why I chose VSG surgery, and she had a whole bunch of questions, and it's taken about 5 months of just back and forth conversation between the two of us, and she has chosen to undergo weight loss surgery. She actually chose to go with my surgeon, and I was really excited. I still am. I'm extremely happy and excited for her. That's one of the reasons why I outed myself on Facebook, was to just be there for someone who might have questions for about weight loss surgery. And I've had 3 people, you guys, 3 people come to me and ask me via email or in person, and they want to meet up with me and just ask me about it because they're ready to make that change in their life. And I think it's awesome if my experience was in any way a catalyst to them changing their life and for a better. I mean, then it's all been worth it, right? So anyways, going back on topic, she, she was still at a couple months back, she was still deciding which option to go with. And I told her, do your research. I kind of, guided her towards, where she could do some research. And I kind of told her my experience and whatnot. And about, I don't know, about 3-4 weeks ago, she said that she's thinking of going with the RNY gastric bypass. And, I was excited for her because that meant she did her research. She knew what she needed, what she needed and what was going to work for her. And I was really proud of her because she wasn't just going by, by what somebody told her. She actually did her research. And then the doubt set in. I made her life choice about me. I started thinking, did she not choose VSG surgery because she sees that I'm not losing weight fast enough? Did she choose to not go with VSG surgery because she still sees me as fat? She still sees me as overweight. She doesn't think I'm losing fast enough and she wants to lose weight faster. I mean, I made it about me. Are you kidding me? But I did. And then when the scale kind of came to a halt or very slow decline, I then started doubting myself, doubting my choices of why I went with VSG surgery and if I had made the wrong choice and if I should have gone with gastric bypass instead. And I was kind of in that fog for a couple of days, and then I just kind of snapped out of it. I realized that no, I had made the right choice for me and she's making the right choice for her. And that's all that matters, that we all make the right choice that is right for each and every one of us. Whatever our health or where we see our life plan going or want it to go or whatever, we all have to make our own decision as to whether or not to have weight loss surgery, one, and then two, which of the weight loss surgery options to go with. And I'm totally over it now, but I also do know that the questions, the doubt of whether or not I went with the right surgery, I think is always going to be there in the back of my mind, especially when I don't see the scale moving as fast as I'd like for it to. But I guess that's when I have to then reroute that thought and instead of questioning the surgery, question more or less, what am I doing? How can I do something better? Or is it just that my body just it's lost a lot of weight really fast and it needs to calm down. It needs to just kind of plateau for a bit, just chill and relax, get itself together again, and then keep going. And I just have to accept that. And I do most days, not every day, most days. So that kind of led me to number 2. The other mind fuck is how, I kind of put 1 and 2 together. Sorry, yeah, just how slow I've been losing weight and questioning if VSG was right for me. But like I said, it totally was, and I don't regret it, and I am extremely happy with it, and I can feel it working each and every single day, and I am so grateful for it. So the third way that my brain fucks with me and my progress is how I see myself and my body changing or not changing. And I actually had a conversation about this with my friend Anne this past weekend, and I was telling her how before surgery, I knew that weight loss surgery meant that you were going to lose weight. And I don't know why, but in my head, I kind of had a feeling that my body was going to change. And I'm not just saying like change as in size, but I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I mean, I'm kind of hourglass, and I knew that I wasn't going to go from like hourglass to like apple, or from like pear shape to like hourglass or anything like that. I mean, your body shape doesn't changed that much. I mean, at least it hasn't changed with me. Maybe you've had different experience. I don't know. But with me, it hasn't changed. But I kind of thought that I would see the changes more before surgery. And now after surgery, I see myself and I just see a smaller version of myself. Now let me clarify with that. I see a smaller fat version of myself. I don't see a skinnier version of myself. I just see a less fat version of myself. I still have the hourglass figure. I still have, fat everywhere type of thing. And by everywhere, I mean, like in my arms, of course, abdomen, thighs are still jiggly and whatnot. But like I said, I don't know what or how I expected my body to change, but it's just like I heard other people say that like your brain hasn't caught up with what your eyes are seeing, and I think that's the only way that I can describe it as well, because I can see the number on the scale going down. Even if it's little at a time, I see it going down. I can measure myself and I see there being less inches. I can see it in my clothes that fits me loose. I see it, oddly enough, when I go to hang my clothes out of the dryer, and just like when you hold up pants, I used to hold them up and they used to like be this wide, and like now they're this wide type of thing. And the way that they hang on a hanger is different. And I still sometimes, when I go to try on clothes or even put on clothes that I own, I kind of like, are they gonna fit today? Like, are they are they not gonna fit today? Because I still don't realize how much area or what my mass really is, if that makes sense. Because I think we all have, being overweight, we all learned really quickly to kind of have really good visual spatial skills. Like look at, like if you're at a restaurant and you have to go, you're leaving the restaurant and you're back at the restaurant, find the clearest path to get out without knocking something over or without having to say excuse me 10,000 times. So we're all very much aware of where we fit and where we don't fit. But I think that as you lose the weight, you lose that and you don't know how big or small you are anymore. And I think that that's what I'm dealing with, is kind of knowing what my mass is, what my new body size and shape is, and just seeing how it has changed, and how I do look smaller, how I do look thinner, and kind of just accepting those compliments that I get at face value, and not just kind of respond with what I always respond, which is, oh, thanks, you're sweet, or thanks for your sweet words. I mean, I think that's how I respond to your comments as well, as thanks for your sweet words. And like, I am genuinely grateful, and I thank every single one of you that comments and gives me those positive words and of encouragement, because I'm grateful for what you're saying. But that doesn't mean that I 100% believe it. Like, believe that the work that I'm doing is great, or that I really do look as great. And that's really, really twisted, because I didn't have that problem when I was, when I was 320 plus, when I was 280 plus. I didn't have that problem. I saw a beautiful, confident girl in the mirror. I was proud of my body, of every single curve and fat deposit in my body type of thing. But sorry. But now I see the imperfections, which is kind of, like I said, it's fucked up, because before surgery, I was really overweight. I mean, I was 200, I lived most of my life between 270, 288 actually was the highest when I went into my my first consultation. I was 288. So I lived my whole life around my whole life. The last, like from sophomore year in college to before surgery, I lived between 320 and 288. So I Sorry, that was a text. I was, and I've learned not to touch a text. Sorry. Total side note, on my other video, on my week 5 and 6, it ended really funky because I thought I could take the text away and just cut the video off. So now I just, if the text comes in, I kind of try to ignore it, because if not, it'll just cut off and I can't edit on my phone. So I was going somewhere. Squirrel. Crap, where was I? Okay, anyways, so yeah, before surgery, I saw myself and I felt beautiful. I appreciated every inch of my body, and I don't know if that was like body dysmorphia, really high self-esteem, or just freaking denial of how big I was, or all of that wrapped in one type of thing. But the thing is that now I see the imperfections and I find myself pinpointing body parts, or just not being happy. And it's not it. That's happy is not the right word. Just not being content. And content is a synonym to happy. Okay, just not. Okay, sorry. Just not being satisfied, I guess, with the changes in my body, and like, for example, this past weekend I went shopping with my friend Anne, and I want another pair of jeans, blue jeans. And I tried on, we went to Old Navy, and I tried on the 16s. And the 16s were, I mean, they weren't like loose falling off of me, but they had wiggle room. So just for kicks, I was like, let me try on the 14. So I tried on the 14, and the 14 was too tight. I mean, it you know, it zipped up and it closed and everything, but it was too tight. I wasn't going to buy it. And like, I should have been like over the moon. The fact that 14 zipped up, and that I will eventually fit into it. But I wasn't. I was upset that I couldn't fit comfortably in a 14. And like, afterwards, I just felt so ungrateful. That's the word. I just felt so ungrateful, because I know that the size 22, the size 24 me never would have thought that it would have been a size 14. You know, that a 14 would have gone over my calves, type of thing. The fact that it does, the fact that it zipped, I wasn't grateful. I wasn't appreciative. I wasn't appreciating myself. I wasn't giving myself the credit at that moment. I was fixating on a number when I've never fixated on a number. Before weight loss surgery, I never fixated a number, because I knew that I was more than a number. Yet now, after surgery, I am living for that number. I am living to see that number on that scale. Every morning I weigh myself, and I want to see that number going down or staying the same or whatever. But I'm living for a number, and I've never done that. I've always accepted myself and loved myself just for the way that I am. And I owe it to myself, and you owe it to yourself, to be proud of yourself, to be grateful for the changes that you're undergoing, and be grateful for yourself. Be thankful to yourself and appreciate yourself for these changes that you're doing, for the choices that you're making to better yourself each and every day. So I'm kind of going to end this, and I'm going to read what I wrote. And I might not read it all the way through. Like, I might but self-edit. Because I really was sharing this in case you feel the way that I do. And maybe you don't feel that way every day, because I don't feel that way every day. There's days that I'm walking down the school hallway, I'm like, I'm rocking these pairs of pants, you know, I'm rocking this shirt, or I feel very positive and confident about myself. Most days I do, but there are going to be days when you don't feel 100% confident of yourself and of the way that you're looking. So just know that you're not alone. That whether or not people admit it, whether or not people want to admit it out loud or to themselves, this is a long and hard process. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time for you to accept and see the changes that are happening in your body. So here goes. So if you feel discouraged at any point, know that you're not alone. Know that you are beautiful and you are courageous because you made this big life choice to better yourself. You are strong in body and mind. You will overcome obesity and you will overcome the mind fucks that come with losing weight, because I will overcome them one day at a time, and you will overcome your own mind fucks one day at a time. And know that I'm here if you want to talk, if you want to share. Not just me, but I think everyone in this weight loss community is here, you know, to support each other and share the love. And I know that I felt much love, and I want to thank each and every one of you for sharing your love and encouragement with me. And I probably won't make a video before Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys, and I send you much love. Love you guys. Bye.